Oh wow, cool. New plotline advancement here, dude. So I went to talk to these people down the street. They was all hanging out for like the last year or something, and I figured I'd go talk to them and see what's up. And then, so what happens is, I go to start talking to them, and they're like, "You're not allowed here. Get out of here." And it's like an apartment. It's like the grass in front of an apartment, right? So I'm not allowed on the grass in front of an apartment. And it turns out to be, I've been watching for a while, so I know what's going on now. Um, it's like a little open air prison and stuff for people that are drugging. And you know how in all my videos I keep saying right across the street is places, like pretty much tons of places selling drugs to people and stuff like that. Oh, this is one of them. It's called Lighthouse. It's 4488 West Broad. It's a terrorist organization that's drugging people with test chemicals and stuff. Kind of like people did to me right before COVID happened. But apparently they haven't let up on doing what they do. It's the usual suspects, obviously, because this whole street here is a little out of hand. Um, See, like I keep saying, my paperwork was changed, so I was forced outside of the city. See, I'm forced outside of the city because of a different issue. Not because I wasn't trying to do anything and I was laying around doing drugs. And apparently that harasses other people, so they gotta send people like that out here. Or when they're mentally retarded, and just go around going, all day, then they get shipped out to this area too. This whole street is like apparently some sort of government drugging project. Um, yeah, so not only they changed my information when I was trying to look for a place to go, likely because of who I am, and I'm going to destroy them. And well, it's not that I didn't do any work and laid around and did drugs. It's like I did more work than anyone else, so I know what's going on, and I waged a war upon them on top of that. After the few minutes it took me to do all that work, I just invested my life in it. And then, obviously, the COVID thing, they shut the world down, and probably because of me. I mean, obviously, look how everyone's involved in it. Um, and they're still doing it. I got up there and they're like, you can't like be around here. It's like, what? You gotta get out. And then another person comes up like, yeah, get out of here and stuff. And it's like, really? Get out of here? And I'm looking like my normal like preppy dress as a businessman self and stuff. I know like not to go around humans unless I look like their lord and master and stuff. So, this is just a cool little outfit I picked up today. I'll wear this when I go to meet people I want to meet. And anyways, yeah, so isn't that interesting? Like all the stuff I keep talking about, now the plot unfolds that there's some sort of open air prison down the street and stuff where they're keeping people and drugging them and stuff. I'm sure I know what's going on there. They're pumping them full of chemicals and drugs, like the stuff I took the other night where I had no emotions in the video and stuff, but it was like killing me. Something was killing me. Was it the radio waves they're using, or was it the drugs themselves actually killing me and stuff? Um, who knows? Like I didn't even think of that. I just assumed like because I mean the game shows me it like points out like don't keep your devices too close to you and stuff like that because I mean, obviously, there's going to be some excuse the game's going to make how they're puppeteering the humans and stuff, because it's not coming forth is what does the puppeteering. So that's obviously the plotline advancement and stuff that it does there when it allows that to happen, and then has their little gang signs and stuff. But anyways, yeah, isn't that interesting that the game is deciding to unfold the plot line? I guess I tried to force it in my face a little bit earlier, but I was wearing headsets, so I didn't hear what the people were saying when they were talking to me, and I was just like, hey, what's up? Should have did that, but I'm not very fast to want to talk to people, so, once or twice a year is more than enough. And it's like, if all my interactions with people are forced, once or twice a lifetime is more than enough. But, yeah, I mean, and then the game just purposely sends me the worst fucking people to take that 1 or 2 days a month. I want to talk to people, or I might accidentally talk to people and allow it to do things like drug me and, talk to me about their cult and try to force me to bow down to their devil spirit worship and shit. But yeah, isn't that interesting? Like, so they throw a person on the street who's like leading a fucking rebellion against them on a street full of people that they're drugging and trying to kill. Boy, the game couldn't be setting anything up there, could it? Not at all, bro. Anyways, that's Lighthouse. I say 4488 West Broad. That's one of the terrorist organization bases. I mean, there's so many. But that's when I said that they're out there forcing drugs on people, that's the exact building. I didn't know until just today I looked it up that was that place that drives by every 5 minutes and stuff. Yeah, fucking interesting. It's like totally set that up. And, so I mean, like I say, all this stuff has negative consequences for them. They poison people with stuff to kill off their emotions, and then what happens is, yeah, I might have a little bit less anger, but I never needed anger. I never had anger when I'm fighting and stuff. I'm always actually best when I'm totally just blank and. But what it does is it also makes me realize, like, when I talk about what must be done, that I have no care for that at all. It doesn't bother me. Although, I think the real thing is seeing the NPC and realizing, like, how many things are actually alive here? What life are we protecting if it's a fake game world and people are all deceptive and lying about everything? That's really what did it. And their drugs really don't affect me. I mean, the game's probably just playing a game with me, like, with all the pain and stuff I go through after they poison me and stuff. It probably just, like, it's like playing a game, because it does send the people to me, even, the evil ones it forces in my life, to say shit, like, why do you let that happen? And say, well, why haven't you killed off these people yourself? Why did I have to be born in a world where you fostered and raised a society that does that? I shouldn't have to go around worrying about which human is poisoning me next. Wait a minute, they were the ones poisoning me and shit for a while. I'm telling you, dude, fucking evil motherfuckers. They're the ones fucking asking me why I do this, and they're the ones forcing me to do it, and then they're like, make some music, and they're the race who is destroying all my shit, not the human race. So I can't make music and stuff. It's like, but they're just all empty fucking vessels being puppeteered towards some other end, aren't they? Because they literally think they're real and shit. And COVID proved that shit on this planet don't have thoughts, and things without thoughts aren't living beings. Fucking, I mean, it showed me a whole bunch of it. I mean, it literally was just like, oh, puppets. Look at the puppets. We're gonna make them dance till you fucking learn it, till you figure out what's going on and shit. So I guess we got a new fucking, little thing going on here. New little plotline advancement. There's an enclave of soldiers down the street waiting to be freed, apparently. I'm just going to assume most of the neighborhood is that, too, because, I mean, hell, The other half of the neighborhood is Mexicans. Wait till someone passes out flyers telling them that the USA has been, Texas has been taking over parts of their land and stuff, because they're not talking about that very much and stuff. I think people should like to know those things. Just like people should like to know that they're being drugged and poisoned by rich people who use drugs that they're using as an excuse to kill them off for, and are the ones who jack the prices up so they become poor and can't do anything. Well, they're the ones who make and ship it in and stuff, and jack the prices up and own the doctor's place, and it's literally one of the doctor's places. So they're definitely selling a lot of dope at this place, and someone should put an end to this shit. These people are not deserving of money, anything. They've been doing this for, what is this, hundreds of years ago they ran the opium war against the Asians. Now they're just running it against their own people because Asia has laws against Abrahamic people spreading their doctrine, their racial supremacist doctrine, to take over, because China's obviously smart enough to understand at this point who they are and what they're doing. You would think after thousands of years, they probably didn't have much of a chance. I mean, it really, if people want to use nukes, they don't either, but everyone's scared of that, so it's just down to physical force these days. Yeah, that's so cool. Plotline advancement, apparently. I get to learn about these people out here and stuff, and I guess that means war, right? I mean, drugging people doesn't mean war. No, it means you should take the drugs and become a mindless zombie so they and their families can be rich and own houses and vehicles and tell you what to do. Like, that is literally all they've been doing. They use torch. This nation, this empire started thousands of years ago, and telling people they either die by the sword or they do what they're told, and then they evolve to electroshock therapy and the rack and stuff like that, and then now they've evolved to drugs and stuff, and somehow all that stuff actually exists on the planet along with them, and no one's ever done anything about it. So I can only assume the reason why I'm so in Flynn, and then forced to see all these little things when everything's just entirely made up and scripted on this planet. How am I forced to see the evil alien demon race if the humans just worship them and don't ever talk about them and stuff? Well, I mean, did I even try to go there? I don't know about that. I didn't ask for that stuff. When I was a kid, I wanted some of it gone. I wanted the fighter training. I didn't want that at all. But now I just happened to use how I was so strong I could just break stuff by touching it. And boy, that's not suspect itself either. I mean, I'm nowhere near as lazy as other people, but does that really explain where that strength comes from and stuff? I don't think so. I mean, if I trained 1.5 times harder than the strongest athletes, technically you should only be about 1.5 times stronger, faster, more able and stuff. Math doesn't quite add up there, but I don't know. I guess that's just physical training. Probably they don't train to anywhere near nervous system collapse and then keep training and stuff. So probably people start crying and stop doing things right away. Anyways, there's no point in figuring it out because obviously it's fake as fuck. So I'm just gonna assume that here we are. we got a war. I mean, these are the bastards. They keep making dumb moves. Like I say, they're giving people drugs to erase their feelings, and then when it comes time for their bloodlines to be erased, no one's going to be like, "Oh, them poor children, oh, them poor children." Not the people they've created in this society. They don't even care about that anyways. That's just lip service. I'm pretty sure for them that's lip service too. I mean, look at Israel right now. It's lip service. They don't. There's nothing about that. That's just all like manipulative propaganda to try to get people to worship those two things when in fact neither of them are the ones building society or doing anything. So, you know, I don't. Obviously, Edward Bernays wrote that's how that's going to happen. Like, I might as well fucking put gerbils in charge and shit. Fuck, dude. They would run it better, run the wheel a lot better. At least they can keep running the wheel and then go to sleep, get up, run the wheel again. They probably wouldn't think of drugging people. Yeah, interesting how that works. The same people I've been talking about had to run their fucking mouths to me today and shit. The doctors or whatever they think they're security. Like 300-pound fucking people and like 120-pound crackheads and shit. They think they're security. Probably never even fucking been to a gym or a fucking fight gym or did a lot of other shit. Fucking like that security dude at Sun. He's the one who came up to me and tried to be like, you're behind COVID. And like, no, dude, you're behind COVID. You are the one force injecting and poisoning people. How dare you say it's me? It's got nothing to do with me, buddy. You're the one enslaving people and living fancy off it and taking all the money from all these people you got enslaved here and you're drugging. 100 ways till Sunday. Yeah. Cool war we got going on. It's gonna be fun. The game's making sure that as it unfolds, like I have I'm not gonna. It keeps telling me too. It keeps popping shit up like you're a bleeding heart. It's like, well, no, technically you abused me into that, so that's not the case. The case is like being abused and beaten into that situation where I have to act that way. These days it's definitely not, and the game keeps like making sure that we get sit on a different path and stuff. Apparently we can't like reach the final stages of the game here. If I'm gonna be like, oh, all these people are so great. It's like, no, they're devil terrorists. They need to die.